Hello, and welcome to the latest installment of Market Financial Solutions Conversations with Connor. Before we dive into today's episode, I want to take a moment to share a quick disclaimer. Market Financial Solutions are a bridging loan and buy-to-let mortgage provider and are not legal, financial, investment, or tax advisors. This document is for informational purposes only and does not and should not be considered to constitute legal, financial, investment, or tax advice, or be relied upon by any person to make a legal, financial, investment, or tax decision. Therefore, investors are encouraged to seek appropriate professional advice. The opinions and views expressed in this episode are personal to the host and may not reflect the views of Market Financial Solutions. Now let's get started. And we're back. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas break, which I'm sure now feels like it was eons ago. Hopefully, you've been able to ease back into your workload this month, but given how the market has got straight back into gear, the chances are you're already trying to play catch up. Hopefully, I can help. Welcome to your first Conversations with Connor update of 2026. Let's start with the main economic figures that emerged in January. The latest data from the ONS showed our economy grew by 0.3% in November, which beat expectations. But annoyingly, inflation ticked up to 3.4% in the year to December. We've had some good house price growth data come out this month though. Rightmove found that January asking prices saw the strongest rise in a decade, climbing 2.8%. The ONS revealed the average UK house price rose by 2.5% to 271,000 in the year to November. Thankfully, even as we wrapped up a tough year in 2025, these prices were kept afloat by clear buyer demand. Residential property transactions rose by 1% in November, according to HMRC, while Rightmove recorded its busiest ever Boxing Day bounce. Fortunately, with improving affordability and greater economic clarity, this momentum should continue into this year. In fact, the RICS latest UK residential market survey showed that sales expectations over the next 3 months rose to a net balance of plus 22%, and that's the highest reading since October 2024. The fact that the mortgage market entered the new year with a fresh rate war and more product choice will further support this sentiment. So where is it that buyers, and by extension investors, can look for opportunity this year? Well, according to analysis from Zoopla, Wigan is the only English town to make it in the UK's top 10 markets for house price growth this year, with all the remaining spots in the list based in Scotland. Separate analysis from Sell House Fast revealed the most underrated UK investment hotspots based on affordability, commuting convenience, crime rates, school ratings, quality of life, and local amenities. Based on these factors, Horsforth in Leeds took the top spot. Several towns in Birmingham, Sheffield, and Manchester also made the top 10. And for those with bigger budgets, it may be worth taking another look at London and the southeast. Zoopla found that the first 2 weeks of January saw the highest number of homes for sale at the start of the year for the last 8 years. Specifically, London and the southeast saw the biggest uplift in home listings compared to a year ago, up by 16% and 19% respectively. Landlords may be able to take advantage of all this. The buy-to-let market specifically is off to a great start this year. Landlords' latest landlord survey revealed that 66% of landlords are planning growth activity this year, including acquisitions, refinancing, and refurbishments. And this is despite all the negative headlines that emerged last year. In terms of how landlords plan to invest this year, nearly 2/3 are set to use specialist purchase vehicles. Hamptons also found that landlords generally are eyeing up opportunities in the north of England, where gains and yields can be high. And having said that, London is still showing signs of life in the rental market. The prevailing story at the moment is that the capital is on the decline and landlords are abandoning it in droves due to rising costs and regulations. Yet the actual data shows there's plenty of demand in London, at least among tenants. Hiscox, the specialist insurer, analysed British and global Google search data for flat and house tenancy inquiries across thousands of UK locations. They looked at the data from the last 2 years, and the results showed there were 45,000 more search inquiries for houses to rent in London among British tenants, a 13% increase. Demands for flats in London also grew by 4%, reaching 20,000 inquiries. The big news for landlords, though, this month came out just a few days ago. In what will be a great relief for many, the government announced it will reform energy performance certificate rules and extend the deadlines for compliance. Now, all private rented sector properties will have one deadline of October 2030 to meet the government's plans. Landlords were just gifted an extra 2 years to prepare. Another big announcement that affects the whole market concerns ground rents. In a shake-up of the leasehold system, ground rents will be capped at £250 a year, changing to a peppercorn cap after 40 years. Also, new leasehold flats will be banned. Existing leaseholders will get the right to switch to common hold, and service charges and building costs will be made more transparent according to the government's announcement. It seems the state is in a mood to kick off 2026 with some major changes. Given how the current government isn't proving so popular with voters, perhaps this is part of their plan to reverse their fortunes. If this is the case, we should expect more announcements over the coming months. You can rest assured that I'll keep you in the loop on all of them as they emerge. I hope the opening weeks of 2026 have treated you well, and I will see you next month. Thank you. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. You can access our previous episodes in all the usual places, as well as on our website at www.mfsuk.com/podcast. See you next time.